welcome back to the GorillaBiker Power Ranger Suit Edition. And yes, I know I'm mocking myself. So today, what we're going to be talking about is another ramble, another Gorilla Ramble trademark. It's not actually a trademark. You can call your thing Gorilla Ramble if you want. Although actually, I don't know, can you? I don't know, can you? Because I've presented it on an internet site. I think it actually does count as a sort of a trademark. It's not really a trademark per se, but I don't know, I think I can claim copyright infringement since I have presented it on my branded channel. But anyway, that's not what's important today. What's important today is service manuals. So I recently got my filthy little paws, oh yeah, on the service manual for Magna CBF. And it's hilariously unhelpful. Like this is the service manual that would have come with the bike day one, you know, in order to tell people how to do things. And I just wanted to basically see, was there any indication on how to check my seat height, because apparently my seat goes higher, which I haven't actually done yet. And I will do, obviously, because I'm tall. So I will complete that change, but the service manual is like literally everything. Now, bearing in mind, right, I eventually found out moving the seat, and I'll do a video on it so people know in the future, but moving the seat involves a couple of bolts and like 10 maybe 15 minutes work of repositioning stuff. And like everything in the service manual was, please bring your bike to a Honda dealer to move the seat. No, I don't pay dealers to do literally anything really. Would I bring this bike back to Franklin for the major services? The big boys? I might do, because I bought the bike from there, so that kind of half makes sense. You know, if anything majorly goes boom, then I'm just like, yeah, fix it. That is the only benefit to having a fairly new, fairly expensive bike, is, you know, you do have to kind of look after it that way. But for the moving the seat, no, that's ridiculous. It doesn't even give you information. Can you change the tripometer from miles to kilometers, because it's currently actually in miles. So, you know, I thought I was doing no mileage at all. Or no kilometerage, I should say, at all. I was very confused, and then it turns out it actually was. It was just in miles. Number two is, you know, someone asked me recently about so many of the kind of points of interest, the ruins, the castles that I bring you to are in pretty bad disrepair. And I mean, they are. That's an unfortunate fact. And you see, we have a group that's called OPW, or the Office of Public Works, and they're the government peoples that look after that stuff when they look after that stuff. Unfortunately, too often they just don't look after stuff. And then you also have private companies who do buy up, you know, certain areas. And obviously, because, you know, they think they might make money off tourists and stuff, going to those, you know, those places, once they've done them up and once they maintain them, they charge your entry fee, all that, blah 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 blah. But because it's a government funded organisation, not enough of them are maintained, and it is, I agree with people, it is a massive pity, because we have an incredibly rare, well, I suppose, you know, world over, not that rare maybe, but we have an incredibly rare resource in Ireland that is, you know, our history. And our history is pretty interesting. You know, there's been lots of murders, and lots of different other countries kind of, you know, came in and bossed the place around, like the likes of the Normans, you know, all that stuff. The Romans never got here because they were scared of us. That like single carriageway road we were on earlier is also 80. This is mental. It's also really pretty. Maybe that's why it's 80, so you can appreciate the beauty. But anyway, so, you know, we've had lots of different influences on the country in regards of architecture, in regards of building, and regards why things were built. You know, anything with big windows generally was owned by someone who, you know, was part of one of the occupiers, we shall say. Only a lot of the native places would have had arrow slits and stuff like that, castles wise that is, back in the day, because obviously they were defending. This road is in shit. All the dirt on the road, that's really good. I love seeing dirt on the road. So it is a pity. I agree entirely that, you know, should more be done to maintain these places? Yes. And, you know, if it ever got to a point that I could have any influence on stuff like that, I would keep going to the lesser visited places in order to try draw attention to them, you know what I mean? Because that, I think that's how you get it, you know. People go there and or want to go there maybe if it's closed off, and if they keep asking for it, you know, it will eventually be done. The thing I don't want to see is if people go to somewhere dangerous, and there are a few dangerous places out there that are accessible, which, you know, people could easily get hurt on them. The next thing I want to let people know is, but, you know, some people have asked me recently, you know, like, oh, how do you find all these cool things? And it's really simple, and it's gonna sound even more simple. You're gonna be like, ah, there's more to it than that. But there's honestly not. How I find these places and how I discover nice roads. I ride my bike a lot, and I'm not always recording. In fact, I'd say I record maybe 20-30% of the time that I ride my bike, I'm recording. All the rest of it is no recording. So a lot of the roads that I go on might be the second time I visited them, or the third time, or the fourth time, because, you know, I want to show all of you what's on that road, which I think is very worthwhile for me to do anyway. Like, look at this, look at that, absolutely beautiful. I had to clean the visor, make sure you could see it, the lens I should say. That is gorgeous. And Google Maps wanted to bring me the motorway, and that's the thing, you see, right? It's if you do, and another way I find interesting things is I literally go onto an area that I want to ride to on Google Maps. I'm like, okay, I haven't been this way yet, and I'll pick it, and I just say, okay, I'm going to ride there today, and that's that. And then I'll, you know, throw it onto Google Maps like any sane person. And what I do on the Google Maps is I make sure that, you know, motorways and all that stuff is turned off. So it forces me to take back roads like this. I've never ridden this road in my life before, by the way. But yeah, I've never ridden this road in my life before, and the reason I ended up taking this road is 1000% because, you know, I refused to go the way that Google Maps wanted me to go. I went the back roads. I picked the more dodgy looking ones, and you know, you've seen in my videos where that's ended up with me being on a, you know, grass down the middle horse track on my bikes, and that's part of the fun. So, you know, if you're someone who just likes riding their bike, and the whole recording thing is entirely, you know, that's Lucky Luke did a really good video recently. It was a rant video, you know, about the stresses, say, of making videos on YouTube, and I would advise going and watching that if you want to get some of the stuff that comes on. And I have a video coming up on if you want to be a YouTuber and all that stuff, so, you know, if you want to wait for that, do. But anyway, I'll share it on my community thing, actually, because I've discovered that recently, and I actually really like sharing. Look, and horses. This is stunning. Kilkenny is purdy. I can't remember what I was saying now. But anyway, yeah, so basically take the road less travelled. Don't be worrying about cameras or any of that shit if you're thinking about starting it off. Take the road that you want to go on, you know, the first time. Sans camera if you're new to it. I'm not new to it, so I don't really care anymore. I can take the camera whenever. But, you know, take your time, enjoy the scenery. You don't need to go too fast. And, you know, you'll discover places like this. Like, this is absolutely beautiful. I'm just having a great time tipping along here. Also, another bonus of the CBF is it is capable of just being a tip along bike, even though it's an absolute monster when you want it to be, or is an absolute monster for someone coming from a 600. Now, Mulnavat, that's where we're going, and it looks like another nice road. And the last thing I want to talk about today is something that I'm confused about, right? Instagram, I don't look, I've said it before in another video that I don't really get Instagram, and I don't know, maybe someone here is a connoisseur of the Instagram, and maybe you can help me out. But I don't know how to grow. I got to like 850 something pretty quickly, and ever since then it's kind of stagnated. I think it's gone to like 880 something now recently, and I know definitely some of it's my fault, because when I was moving house, I didn't get to post as often because I didn't get to edit videos as often, and edit pictures as often, and you know, I tried to make all the pictures that I put up look nice and try to improve them all the time. That's one of my goals, you know. I have to try and improve every video, every photo that I put out. I try to make something a little bit better in it. That's how I learn editing, stuff like that. So pretty. Oh, cows! On the cows. So yeah, if anyone knows, if anyone's cracked the code, as it were, to Instagram, let me know in the comments. And you know, I know there's always those bots messaging you like, hey, give me money and I'll give you fake people and stuff. I have no interest in that. I just want to know, am I doing anything wrong? And it's not even that I care. It's just that I would like to drive interaction to the YouTube channel, say, with Instagram. That's why I use it. You know, I think actually Facebook is it's probably a better medium for photos, because it doesn't, you know, you get higher resolution on there. So I also put don't do it, don't kill me. Thanks for blocking my view around the corner, bud. Fair play to you. So yeah, I actually prefer putting pictures on Facebook, because they look more closer to what I want them to look like on my PC, say. Also, news on my PC, I recently rebuilt it, and I'm hoping it'll make me be more able to do even more videos, probably, because it died a death. It blew up. They just fully stopped working one night, and I built that PC, that one I was using, like 8 years ago, so it was a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. It served me well. Keep an eye on my community tab, or my community page thing on YouTube. I am sharing people's videos there now, because I figured out I could do it. I didn't know you could do that. So I'm sharing them there as I find ones that I like. So if you want to, you know, see creators that you might not have seen before, that I personally watch myself all the time, have a look there. And you know, if you like them, leave a like on their video and leave a subscribe. You know, we gotta share out the love, or whatever. I don't know what you call it, love. Share out the subscriptions. Well, that's it. We're stuck in traffic now, so I would say goodbye. As always, a special thank you to my patrons. You're all legends, and recently finalized voting on the next modification to be made to this bike. So it's going to be the suspension. Megan, one of the patrons, got in right at the last minute. It was literally that morning I was going to go count them up and announce to pay the patrons that, you know, which one I was going to go with. So it is going to be the suspension first, and I mean rear suspension. I don't think the forks need rebuilding. They will be done in the future. Ooh, we'll do a rev. I'm 12. Patrons are all legends. They helped me pick that, and there's a lot of changes going to be made to this bike. They're not going to be straight away, because I mean, it rides perfectly. I really like it. Oh, overtaking opportunity. Thanks for watching, and until next time, adios. Outro crew. So I am going to cows. I'm going to, oh, look at it there, the hill. Those cows have a special hill of defense and awesomeness. That is so cool. What was I saying? Oh yeah, outro crew. So today I'm meeting a subscriber, and he's going to bring me to 1 or 2 spots. We're going to do some dronage, we're going to do some videos, and my question to you is this, other than you, Luke, if you're watching: because I know we have to get out on a spin again soon. Is there anyone else who'd like to meet up with me and show me local areas of their places? Kazuaki, I'm staring right at you, bud. That is that's something I would like you to do. But anyway, thanks for watching, amigos. Bye bye. Unreal. An old queue of traffic behind Eine Cyclista. Now they'd be just as happy if they rode motorbikes, if not happier.